Good morning, students. So today we are going to do the first chapter, okay, of the second section portion of our Living English book, okay, and the chapter that we are going to do. So the name of the chapter is the Inexperienced Ghost, okay. So let me tell you that the thing actually into thin air, okay. We're having 3 chapters in this section, okay, and it deals with the ghost stories, okay. So we'll see what type of ghost stories that we are having, okay, in this section, first part, okay, first chapter. So as the name suggests, that inexperienced, that means without having any experience, just like fresher. If I say, that means the ghost was fresher, that means new ghost, okay. That means just like suppose what happened that when a new teacher, okay, when somebody starts beginning his career, okay, in teaching or in any profession, at that time that person, male or female, they are just like inexperienced one. So the same thing is here, that having without any experience, having without any experience, okay. That means the ghost, okay, that we are having in this chapter is totally inexperienced one. That means he don't have any kind of experience, okay, in the field of haunting, simply how to haunt the people, okay. So he was totally new and he don't know how to haunt the people, okay. So let's get started, and before that let me tell you that this is on page number 30, and this story, okay, is adapted from a story by H.G. Wells, okay. So in this story, adapted from the story of Inexperienced Ghost by H.G. Wells, a man narrates his encounter with ghosts. That means we're having one character who will narrate, who will tell us that how he encountered a ghost and what he did with the ghost, and or what the ghost had done with him. That we will see when we will read the chapter, okay. Read on to find out what he experiences. Now let's see what the man, okay, the narrator, what he experienced. So let me tell you about the character that we are having. Clayton, okay, he is the narrator, okay. So he is the narrator. He is the narrator. We are having next Ivan, Sanderson, Wish and Ghost. So these are the friends. I think one more character that we will add it later on, okay. So on page number 33 you can check out, okay. So this is Clayton, and what he is doing here, he is narrating the story, okay, that how he encountered with the ghost. Fine. So let's get started with the chapter. We met that Saturday at club. Now the narrator, that is the Clayton was narrating the story to his friend that he met the ghost on which day? On Saturday. Fine. Clayton had slept there overnight. Clayton said, "Do you know, I was alone here last night." Now he was saying that he was alone at that night, okay. Well, I caught a ghost. Now what happened? He caught a ghost. That means he saw some unusual, okay. So that means it was a ghost. Caught a ghost, did you? Said Sanderson. Where it is? Now Sanderson, who is Sanderson? Friend of Clayton, okay. He started questioning that, what are you saying? So that means you caught the ghost, said the Sanderson. Where it is? That means where? And Ivan shouted, one of his friends, okay, he shouted, "Tell us all about it right now." That means he started saying that, oh, now start telling us about that, what had happened, how you faced that ghost, what he did, what you did. So please tell us about each and everything. So I don't think it will come again, ever said Clayton. Now Clayton started saying that, I don't think so. After the encounter, definitely is not going to come back. it? That means you had a conversation with the ghost. Let's see. For an hour, that means it was around 1 hour. Okay. I saw him in the long passage. That means see, we are having, if it is visible to you, this is the passage. Okay. And he saw that ghost over here. So he was transparent because the ghost was totally transparent and through his chest, because that means he can see everything throughout his body. That means suppose if I am standing, I am an opaque kind of object. You cannot see throughout of me that what is written exact here. But the ghost was totally transparent. That means you can see everything from here to here. Okay, that was totally transparent. Okay, I could see glimmer of the little window at the end. That means that I saw that the glimmer of the window. Okay, that means the part of window. He can check out. He looked as though he did not know what he was meant to do. That means he was totally new. He was behaving like don't know what to do there. Okay, that means the way in which that Clayton was saying that he was trying to say that he was totally new and he don't know what exactly why he was there and for what purpose. Now we are having appearance, we are having a physical appearance of the ghost right now with us, that where he was lean. Lean means too thin. So the ghost was lean. Okay, skinny type of person. Then he had small head with scrubby hair. Scrubby hair means small hair. Okay, and narrow shoulder. That means shoulder was not broader kind of. That means small. You can say narrow one. Then his short jacket and a turned down collar. Here we are having an image of turned down collar. Okay, you can check out in your book. Turned down collar that we are having. Okay, now let's see. And trousers were a little flared at heels. That means thread was coming out. Okay, I saw him as I came up. That means he saw when the Clayton came up. I stopped dead at that, taking him in. I wasn't a bit afraid. I was surprised and interested. That means he said that I was not afraid when I talked to that ghost. Okay, what he did, he just take that ghost, okay, and he had a conversation with them. He was really interested to know why he was there. I suppose he realized I was there. He turned. That means the ghost realized that I was there, and what he did, he turned. Okay, I saw the face of young man. We stood and regarded one another. That means Clayton was standing there and the ghost was standing there. They were facing. Okay. Both of them. Okay. Now, then he turned round, drew himself up, raised his arm and came towards me. His little jaw dropped and he emitted a faint drawn out whoop. Now, what? See what kind of feature, what kind of action was done by the ghost. What he did, like this. Okay, he said hop, like this. Okay. So this was the action that was done by the ghost to you can say haunt that Clayton. So again, what, like this, he said ho. Okay. Yeah, I was not frightened. Obviously he was not, because he already told that I was not frightened. I was interested to know what exactly the ghost wanted to do there. So frightened. Whoa, I said, nonsense, you don't belong here. What are you doing? That means that Clayton started saying, look, what are you doing here? You don't belong to this place. Please go away from here. He moved a little and said, I am a ghost. Then confused and awkward, I am haunting, he said. Now the ghost started saying that I am haunting you. Okay, and it was just awkward kind of situation for the ghost, because generally when we heard the word ghost, we what we do, we become frightened, started getting scared of things. But here the ghost was, you can say, in awkward situation and in the frightened mode. Awkward. Okay. Now, okay. That may be, but you can't haunt here. That means definitely you can, but you cannot do this thing over here. This is a club. People often stay here with children. Some poor children little could be scared of your wit. Okay. So I suppose you did not think of that. So what happened? definitely if you wanted to haunt the people, go and do somewhere else, but don't do here, because we're having small kids over here. Definitely they are going to get scared by seeing you. No sir, he said, I didn't. Coming here was a mistake, I said in a tone of friendly superiority. If I were you, I had vanished right now. Now he said that you might be came here by mistake. If you have done that, please go away from there. That means if I were in your place, definitely I would have vanished. Vanish means to disappear. Vanish. Okay. He looked embarrassed. That means uncomfortable. Okay, I'll rub this. The next word we are having, embarrassed. Embarrassed. Okay, that means uncomfortable. The fact is, sir, that somehow I can't, but you can't. No, sir, I have been here since midnight. There's something little thing that has slipped me, and I can't go get back. That means by default I came here, but I can't go back right now. Okay. So please don't force me to do that. Come into my room and tell me more about it. Now Clayton started saying that, inviting the ghost to come in his room, and then they will have a conversation. Okay, let's see what kind of conversation will be done by the ghost and the Clayton. I said, and I tried to take him by the arm, but of course you might as well. I have tried to hold up a puff of snow. Here we are. I sat down in my chair in my room. Sit down and tell me about it. Now what he did, he just took that ghost into his room and offered him a chair to sit, and what he said, now tell me about you. Now what happened? He said he preferred to flit up. Now in a dancing way, you know what, because you know the ghost, the image that see, he was like this, he was very lean, thin, moving into the air like dancing. Okay, so like that. So he was what he was doing, he was flit up and down in the room, and it was all same to me. That means he was in the dancing mood. Okay, there he was semi-transparent, noiseless, except for the ghost of voice flittering to and fro in that nice clean old bedroom. You could see the gleam of copper candlesticks through him, and there he was telling me all about that his life that has recently ended on the earth. That means the ghost, okay, already the ghost was transparent, so you can easily see everything throughout his body. That means the candlestick, the bright copper vase, everything you can easily check out. Okay, and now what the ghost started saying that, he started saying that how his life got ended, okay, from the earth. That means he was totally new and just died before few hours or few months, you can say. Okay, and where you are now, I asked Martin. He wasn't clear at all. Wherever he was, there seems to think haunting, a tremendous adventure, and so he had come. So what? So he said that right now I am not on the earth. That means I am not part of this earth. Okay. Now I am in some other world, and there we have to do some job, and that was related with the haunting. So I came here to haunt the people. Okay. Okay, fine students. So I'll stop here. Okay. Please go through the chapter on page number 30 and 31 till here, and so he had come. Okay, rest of the thing we will cover in the next video lecture. So I hope till here the chapter is quite clear to you. So please write down the meaning in your notebook. Rest we will do in the next video. Thank you.